Have you ever wondered if the extinct animals we only see in museums could roam the earth once again? Imagine a world where the dodo's peculiar waddle is a common sight, or where the mighty saber-toothed tiger prowls our forests. These creatures and many more are part of an exclusive club, the extinct animals. They're species that once graced our planet with their presence, but due to various reasons, exist no more. The reasons for extinction are as diverse as the animals themselves. Some, like the passenger pigeon, were hunted to oblivion by humans. Others, like the woolly mammoth, couldn't adapt to shifting climates and changing landscapes. And then there are those, such as the Tasmanian tiger, who fell victim to a combination of threats, from disease to habitat loss. But let's not dwell on the past. Instead, let's focus on the present, and the endless possibilities it holds. As we stand in the age of science and technology, our understanding of the natural world and its workings has grown exponentially. We've decoded the DNA, the very blueprint of life, and with it, we've unlocked secrets that were once considered unfathomable. Extinct animals in particular have always held a special fascination for us. They're like puzzles missing some pieces, inviting us to fill in the gaps with our imagination and scientific knowledge. They're windows into our planet's past, offering invaluable insights into the evolution of life and the delicate balance of ecosystems. And it's this fascination, this insatiable curiosity that has led us to a tantalizing question. Could we, with the help of science, breathe life back into these extinct species? Could we, dare I say, play God and resurrect the dead? It's a question that has sparked heated debates, inspired countless science fiction stories, and driven scientists around the world to push the boundaries of what we once thought was possible. As we dive deeper into the mysteries of these extinct creatures, we find ourselves asking, could science possibly bring them back? Join us as we embark on a journey to explore the past, the present, and the potential future of these extraordinary animals. Stay tuned as the mystery unfolds. Imagine a woolly mammoth, an animal that vanished from the earth around 4,000 years ago, walking amongst us today. The woolly mammoth, a creature of epic proportions that roamed the earth during the Pleistocene epoch, was truly a marvel of nature. They were similar in size to modern African elephants, but their bodies were adapted to survive in the harsh, frigid environments of the Ice Age. Enormous curved tusks up to 15 feet long extended from their mouths, and their bodies were covered in a thick, shaggy coat of fur, hence the name woolly mammoth. Their extinction was a complex process that took place over thousands of years. A combination of climate change and overhunting by humans are believed to have led to their downfall. Over time, as their habitats shrunk and their numbers dwindled, the last known population of woolly mammoths, isolated on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean, vanished around 4,000 years ago. Now let's take a leap from history to the present. Today, scientists are working tirelessly to revive this majestic creature. The key to this ambitious project lies in the mammoth's DNA. Preserved in the permafrost of Siberia, researchers have been able to extract this invaluable genetic material from the remains of woolly mammoths. The plan is to use this ancient DNA to create an elephant-mammoth hybrid, using the Asian elephant, the closest living relative of the mammoth, as a surrogate mother. This process, known as de-extinction, is still in the experimental stages. It involves the use of sophisticated genetic engineering techniques, including CRISPR, a tool that allows scientists to edit genes with unprecedented precision. Despite the challenges, scientists are hopeful. The prospect of bringing back the woolly mammoth isn't just about resurrecting an extinct species. It's about advancing our understanding of genetics, learning more about our planet's history, and potentially helping to combat the current biodiversity crisis. Imagine one day, you might look up from your daily routine to see a woolly mammoth walking again. A testament to the power of science and our enduring fascination with the natural world. Scientists are hopeful that one day, we might see a woolly mammoth again. From billions to none, the story of the passenger pigeon is a stark reminder of the impact of human activities on wildlife. Once upon a time, the passenger pigeon, a species native to North America, held the title of the most abundant bird on the continent. With an estimated population in the billions, these birds would darken the sky with their enormous flocks. Yet, in the span of just a few decades, they were wiped from the face of the earth. The passenger pigeon's rapid decline was largely due to indiscriminate hunting and habitat destruction. The last known member of the species, a female named Martha, died in the Cincinnati Zoo in 1914, marking the end of an era. But what if this wasn't the end of the story? What if science could rewrite the fate of the passenger pigeon? This is where the fascinating field of resurrection biology comes into play. Scientists are now exploring the possibility of bringing back the passenger pigeon from extinction. The method? Genetic engineering and cloning. Scientists are looking at the DNA of preserved passenger pigeon specimens and comparing it with the DNA of the closest living relative, the band-tailed pigeon. The goal is to create a hybrid bird that possesses the traits of the passenger pigeon but can survive in the modern world. This isn't a simple task. It requires not just advanced technology, but also an understanding of the passenger pigeon's behavior, habitat, diet, and other factors that contributed to its survival. It's like putting together a billion-piece puzzle, but the potential rewards are immense. Reviving the passenger pigeon could provide insights into the functioning of ecosystems and the roles different species play. It could also serve as a testament to the power of science and conservation efforts. But most of all, it could be a second chance for a species that was driven to extinction by our own hands. With the power of science, the skies might once again be filled with the flutter of passenger pigeons. The Tasmanian tiger, an iconic creature that once prowled the wilderness of Australia, may not be lost forever. The Tasmanian tiger, also known as the thylacine, has been a subject of fascination and mystery for decades. This unique marsupial carnivore, with its dog-like body, striped back, and stiff kangaroo-like tail, was once the apex predator in the ecosystems of Tasmania, Australia, and New Guinea. But with the arrival of European settlers in the 18th century, the thylacine's world began to crumble. Habitat destruction, hunting, and disease drove this creature to extinction. The last known Tasmanian tiger died in a Hobart Zoo in 1936, a poignant symbol of humanity's often destructive impact on the natural world. But what if the thylacine story didn't have to end there? What if science could turn back the clock and bring this creature back from the brink? This is no longer the stuff of science fiction. With the advancements in DNA sequencing and cloning technology, the possibility of de-extinction is becoming increasingly feasible. Scientists have managed to sequence the complete genome of the Tasmanian tiger using well-preserved specimens. This crucial step allows us to understand the genetic makeup of this extinct creature. It gives us insights into its unique characteristics, such as its unusual gait and its jaw that could open to an astonishing 120 degrees. The next step is cloning. The process involves implanting the Tasmanian tiger's DNA into a surrogate host, most likely a Tasmanian devil. It's a complex and challenging process, but if successful, it could result in the birth of the first living Tasmanian tiger in nearly a century. The resurrection of the Tasmanian tiger is not just about righting the wrongs of the past. It's about restoring balance to ecosystems, learning from our mistakes, and using science to foster a deeper connection with the natural world. The return of the Tasmanian tiger could be closer than we think. The revival of extinct animals might sound like science fiction, but it could be a reality in the near future. Picture this: woolly mammoths roaming the Siberian tundra, passenger pigeons filling the skies, Tasmanian tigers once again stalking the wilderness. It's a captivating image, isn't it? But how is this even possible? The answer lies in the realm of advanced science and technology. The crux of it all is a process known as de-extinction. This involves using the DNA of extinct species to recreate these animals. It's a complex process involving extracting DNA from preserved specimens, sequencing it, and then using this information to edit the genes of a closely related species. For instance, the woolly mammoth's closest living relative, the Asian elephant, could be genetically modified to express mammoth traits. The synthetic biology that makes this possible is a field that has made leaps and bounds in the last few decades. It's a tantalizing prospect, one that could rewrite the history of life on Earth. However, as we marvel at these scientific advancements, we must also consider the ethical and environmental implications. Is it right to bring back species that have long since vanished from the Earth? And if we do, where would these creatures live? Our planet's ecosystems have changed dramatically since these species disappeared. There's also the question of whether these revived animals would be able to survive, reproduce, and ultimately thrive. And then there's the environmental impact. Reviving extinct species could potentially divert resources away from conserving endangered species that are currently on the brink of extinction. It's a delicate balance, one that requires careful thought and consideration. The future of extinct animals is a fascinating yet complex frontier. It's a testament to the incredible power of science, but also a reminder of our responsibilities as stewards of the earth. As we ponder the possibilities, we can't help but wonder, what extinct animal would you like to see revived?